Why is it so difficult to lose weight? And I really shouldn't complain about how difficult it is to lose weight, because I weighed myself this morning and I had my camera, but I didn't really feel like filming it, and I weighed 271 again. So between Saturday and today, which is Wednesday, I weigh the exact same. So in a lot of ways it's positive, especially since my mom was in town, and normally, and I'm sure a lot of other people are like this, whenever you go on vacation or you have guests in your house, anything that sort of takes you off your routine, you tend to not eat as well. You know, you have guests over the house, you have extra snacks around to make them feel comfortable, snacks that you partake in. You go out to dinner a little more often, and so, you know, a lot of ways I'm sure I gained some weight, and I had a really good day yesterday. I had 5 of my bottles of water versus the 4, did my walk, and you know, I had a good day yesterday, so I'm sure I lost some of the weight I may have gained while my mom was in town, but it's just so difficult to maintain positive momentum with weight loss. You have one bad day, you know, you could have a full week, 6 days of just, you know, you're losing weight, you're exercising, you're drinking water, you're doing great, and then that 7th day, you know, you take that rest day, and it just blows everything up. You lose all your momentum, and then you gain a couple pounds, and it's just like, you work so hard all week to lose weight. Let's say you lost a couple pounds in the week. It could take you one day to gain all that weight back, where it took you 6 days to lose that weight. It's so frustrating. And my wife and I were actually just talking about this the other day. How it's so much harder to stay on track on the weekends. And it's really not rocket science. We know why that is. It's because of routine. During the course of the work week, Monday to Friday, we have the same schedule. We wake up at the same time, we eat lunch at the same time, we go home at the same time, eat dinner at the same time, and all the little parts in the middle, go on walks or drink our water, because when you're sitting at your desk, it's easy just to keep chugging the water. But on the weekends, you know, you wake up at different times, you eat at different times, you do different things. You're not just sitting at your desk focusing on drinking water, you're out doing other stuff. So drinking water is a little bit harder to manage, at least for us it is. And so, you know, we'll have a really good week. Say we lose 3 pounds from Monday to Friday. Then Saturday, Sunday, come Monday, when we weigh in on Monday, we've gained a pound back, because even if we didn't have a bad weekend as far as our diet, but because we didn't drink enough water or get enough exercise or whatever, we gain a pound back. It's so frustrating just to keep that momentum that we gained all week and transfer that to the weekend. I know that's discipline, but still it's very frustrating that it's not easier to lose weight. I don't know what you all think or what your opinion is. That food truck, while it has good food, they put bread and butter pickles on their sandwiches and burgers. I say nay. Sandwiches and burgers, they need dill pickles. It's just that sweet pickle on my cheeseburger. No bueno. No bueno. I want to apologize if I'm coming off very negative today or whiny, because I don't want to be that person. And it's funny how, I don't know what everyone's belief system is, but I'm a Christian, and I believe in not tearing others down and building other people up. And if I do, it's funny, it's like, you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Like, there's a reason why that's a good sentiment. So today I was walking around the office. I was actually going to the studio to set up to film some stuff, and I overheard a conversation between a coworker who's been here for a little while and a new hire. And I slowed down the pace of my walk to try to catch a little bit of the conversation, just to make sure I was getting the context right. It turns out I had the context right. She says to this new hire, "Welcome to hell." And my heart, it hurt. And for those of you wanting to know, we get 2 15-minute breaks. I try to get my mile walk in under 12, because yes, even though walking casually, it does count as a form of exercise, but to really make it count for me, I try to do it in a hurry, so that way I'm really getting my heart rate up as much as I can and trying not to sweat too much. I don't want to be gross when I get back to my desk. I mean, you have somebody new, somebody that has no preconceived notions about what this job entails. And they could be really excited to start a new job. Maybe it's their first job, or maybe it's their first career job, and you're sitting there, and because you're that miserable, you want to bring a new person that's coming in wide-eyed, fresh, and you want to bring them down to your level. Like, that really bothers me inside. Why do people gotta be so negative? It's like that old adage, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. If you are that miserable, that unhappy, keep it to yourself. Don't spread that with others unless you're trying to talk it out with somebody and get, like you just need a shoulder to lean on type of thing. If that's the case, that's fine. But if you're just miserable and you want to make other people miserable with you, that's no way to live. I just want to apologize if this morning or at the beginning of this, if I just seemed really negative and unhappy, because I have no reason to be. Things are going great. I got a great job. My wife, my family, we're all happy. We're doing well. And things are just going good. So I shouldn't really complain if I'm not losing as much weight as I think I should. Today was a good day. It was a productive day, but it was also a day where I did a lot of things, and a lot of things are in progress, but nothing's done. So it's kind of one of those weird days where I look back and I'm like, man, did I really do anything today? But then I also look back at sort of what I did throughout the day. It's like I did a lot of stuff, just nothing really was at a point where I could finish it. I'm waiting on stuff, which is a part I don't really like to be on. I don't like to wait for things, but still, I got some stuff going in progress, so it's a good day. But I think it's time to get the kids and go home. Welcome to the Morgan home after the kids come home from daycare. Cannon watches a little bit of TV before dinner. He's watching Toy Story now. Big Toy Story kick. Scout. She usually naps. And the dogs just lay around. But this is life after the kids come home from daycare. And you want pizza, buddy? This is life after daycare. And Sarah, my wife, she was kind of sad when she had to go back to work and leave the babies behind, because if you really think about it, they wake up at 6:30. Yes, buddy, Daddy's making pizza now. It needs to cook. After the kids, went to daycare, she had to go back to work. You think about it, they wake up at 6:30, 7 o'clock. They have to be out the door by about 7:30 to get to daycare on time so we can get to work on time. And then they come home. By the time they're home, it's about 5:30, so they go to bed at 7:30. So you get about 3 hours a day to hang out with your kids during the course of the work week. So you really try to make these couple hours while they're awake between they get home from daycare before they go to bed really count. So enough of me talking. Let me get them some dinner, and see you all in a little bit. I didn't go on my second walk today at work. Time just got away from me, so figured kids are in bed. Sarah's cleaning the kitchen, so go ahead and go for that walk now. But as I was saying, I shouldn't get all discouraged because I'm struggling to maintain the weight loss momentum. Because if I go back, a few years ago when I was 370 pounds, I'm 100 pounds lighter than I was then. And I'm very grateful for that, and I should use it as you are better than you were before. But I can't use it as an excuse to not keep going, because obviously I did take it for granted. And just a couple years ago, or last year, when I got back up to 290. So at the same time, while it's like, yeah, you did great, you're looking better, you're healthier, at the same point I can't take it for granted, because then I get lazy and I gain that weight back. So whenever I do have bad days, it's just, all right, you had a bad day, move on to the next one. Like in Batman Begins, when Alfred was telling Bruce, why do we fall down? To get back up. I think that's the line, but don't quote me on that. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing now. Get back on the horse, keep trying, keep striving to lose weight, and when I have bad days, just do better the next one. So anyway, I'm gonna go on this walk before it gets too dark. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you guys in the next one.